All right. Welcome to this lecture, guys. Thank you so much for joining. So, what we do today, we are going to complete the practical part of archive log mode. Okay. So, I believe everyone understood the theory part which we have done yesterday. Like
Yes, sir.
the archive log mode. I mean, practically, we have actually took a live example regards to the WhatsApp chat that we have actually archived, and we did, right? So hope everyone understood. Just respond if you people understood the theory part, please.
Yes, Trishul.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Trish.
Yes, Trish.
Yes, I know.
Expression.
Thank you. So let's proceed. Let's begin the show. We'll start with the practical part of the archive log mode today. Okay, and you people know how these archives are getting generated. So who can tell me, like, when the archives are getting generated? When will the archives get generated? Meaning the data is going into the redo log files. So from then, how the archives are getting generated? Who can actually tell me?
Yes, Trishul. I can.
Yeah.
I will explain that thing.
Yeah.
First, the data will be stored. There will be two blocks, means A and A, 1A and 2A. So all the transactions which are going means user will be do, that transactions will be stored in a server. And
Okay.
after that, the transaction will automatically go in a 2A. Means we have to create archeolog. We have to
Yes.
create, so it will go into a 1A log, and after filling the 1A log, means it will full, so it will automatically transfer to 2A.
Yes.
So after 2A, if 2A also full, so the data will automatically stored in a 1A, and the 1A data which is already full, it will go to the archeolog. So that will repeat again and again when the
the
transaction
cyclic
will,
process. Yeah.
yes, cycling process.
Okay. So yeah, good. By the way, can you please tell your name?
Rajkumar.
Okay, good. So yeah, exactly. That's the process. However, we can actually use the terminology of Oracle database terminology, which you told is absolutely correct, but it's a normal terminology. In the Oracle terminology, if we speak, the data is going into the redo log files, and the live transactions from there, it will be switched. We call it as a log switch. So it will switch to the second redo log file. So whenever this log switch is happening, the archives are getting generated. All right. So
Okay, sir.
so to generate whenever the data is actually going into the redo log file and it is getting filled and it is switching to the second redo log file, and then the archives are getting generated. So what do we understand? We understand that whenever log switch is happening, the archives are getting generated. But when the archives will be getting generated, only when the database is in archive log mode. Understand?
Yes.
sir.
So let's configure the database to archive log mode. How to configure a database to archive log mode? That is very important. So that is a practical today. All right.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
Trishul.
What is our
Yes.
database name? Anyone remember the database name?
SBI.
SBI.
Because I'm dealing with multiple. That's right. So yeah. All right. Okay, so when we actually connect to the database like this with ORA-INV and SBI, and we do SQL plus /SSDBA, initially it will be idle instance because we did not start the database. We have to daily start up. In our case, not in the real time. In the real time, database will not be down. If the database is down, khatam. So database will not be the database will be always running. But in our scenario, as this is a lab environment, once our practical part is completed, we will turn off our VMware, right? So that's why databases are being shut down. So anyways, this will be the actual state. Database is opened. Okay, database is opened. This will be the actual state. Okay. So from here, how to keep the database in archive log mode is what matters now. So how to keep the database in archive log mode? Simple. Step number 1. Can anyone read this? Step number 1.
Database should be shut down immediately.
Okay. Take a chance. If any one person is reading, then next step should be actually read by someone else. So please give a chance to everyone. So step number 1. What is the step number 1?
Database should be shut down immediate.
Shut down immediate. Okay, so let's shut down the database now. How to configure archive log mode? So first we need to shut down the database. Okay, we have shut down the database. Next, step number 2. What is step number 2?
Make a directory in any of the file system you wish to store these archives.
For example, this is how. See, so what it is telling is we need to make a directory. Like archives are very important. Now everyone agree with my statement. Archives in the database are very, very important. Agree with my
Yes.
statement or not?
Yes, this
Yes, sir.
Now where these archives has to store? There should be some location where we have to store the archives. Yes or no?
Yes.
So for that we need to create a directory. For that we need to create a directory. Let's go to prod. Let's go to SBI. Let's go to admin and create one directory here. mkdir arc. Arc. It's already exists, huh? How is it possible, man? How is it possible? Okay, let me go into the arc. Did we use this database before? Oh my God. Are you sure that we are using SBI database?
Yes.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We actually created Chase for our batch.
Kada? Yeah, that is the issue. Fine. Fine. So you people have to tell Kada. All right. So our database is Chase database, I think. Yeah. So let me connect to this database now. Okay. From today, I'll make a note of this database name. Yeah. So this is how actually database will be. Database will be opened. And now what we need to do, first step number 1, we need to shut down the database. Shut down immediate. This is step number 1. Step number 2, what we need to do, we need to create one folder. We need to create one folder with the name arc. There should be some folder with the name arc where we have to store the archives. So you need to store the archives, right? So you need to store the archives, so that you have to go to prod, chase, admin, and here you need to create one directory called arc. So from today onwards, we'll use this directory arc to store the archives. There are no archives as of now. As of now, 0, because still we did not enable the archive log mode. So folder is ready. Folder is ready to store the archives. Folder is ready to store the archives. Now we have to enable. How to enable? Step number 3. Can anyone read this? First,
Add parameters to existing parameters in P5.
sorry. Please read. Anyone take the initiative. Don't sleep.
Add parameters to existing parameters.
Okay. Add the parameters, add the below parameters to existing parameter file. So everyone knows
In
where is the
P5.
parameter file, right? We have created all the parameters, db_name, compatible, log file, log buffer, readle, and db cache size. We have written a lot of parameters, right? Where is the parameter? It is in Oracle Home DBS. Oracle Home DBS location. The parameter file is. So what is our Oracle Home? Who will tell me?
/u01/app/
/db_1. This is our Oracle Home. In Oracle Home, we have something called DBS. We have to go to DBS, open the existing parameter file. What is the name of the existing parameter file? Init chase.
chase.ora.
So open the existing parameter file. All the parameters are already there. So here at the last, in the end, go to insert mode and add 2 more parameters related to archive log mode. These are the 2 parameters related to archive log mode. Parameter 1, which talks about log_archive_format. In which format you want to generate the archives? I want to generate the archives in this format with the extension called .arc. .arc is the extension for archives, so that it will be easy to understand. If I see any file with the extension .arc, it will be easy to understand that, oh, this is an archive log file. If I see .ctl, I can easily say that it's control file. If it is .dbf, I can say it's a data file. If it is .log, I can say it is a log file. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So that's why we have an extension called .arc, for which we actually give this parameter which format the archives has to be generated. I want to generate the archives in .arc format. Okay, good. Next, where you want to store the archives, you have to give, and that parameter is log underscore archive underscore destination. You have to give the destination where you want to store the archives. We just created a folder, right? We just created a folder inside /prod/ what chase
Chase
admin
/arch.
arch. So these are the two parameters which is important for archive log mode. So first, which format I have to generate the archives? The archive should be generated, and where the archives has to be stored. You have to give these two parameters. Done. And save the file now. Saved. Done. This step is completed. Next, step number 4. Anyone read step number 4?
Start the database in mount state and run below queries to check the mode of
Okay. So let's connect to the SQL and start the database in mount state. Startup mount and run the below queries to check. Either this is okay or this is. How to check whether the database is in archive log mode or not? This is the command. Okay. This is the command. How to check whether the database is in archive log mode or not? The command is archive log list. If you enter, it will say if the database is in archive log mode or no archive log mode. Which mode it is in right now?
No archive mode.
No archive mode. Is the archival enabled or disabled?
Disabled.
So what we need to do? What we need to do now? We have started the database in mount state. The database is in no archive log mode. Archives are disabled. So we will enable the archive log mode. How to enable the archive log mode? Simple command. The command, step number 5.
Get the database to archive log mode and run same query in step 4 to check mode of database.
Yeah. So this is a command to enable the archive log mode. Alter database archive log. The command to enable archive log mode is alter database archive log. Enter. Okay. And then you check the same archive log list. Now it will be enabled. Archive log mode. Now it is in archive log mode or no archive log mode?
Archive log mode.
Archive log mode.
archive mode. It is
Archives are enabled or disabled?
Enabled.
Very good. Very good. Now open the database. Alter database. Open. Done. Database is open now. Alter database open. Okay. Now archives should be going into this location. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You have
Yes,
created
sir.
this location, right? /prod chase admin arc. Archives should be going to this location. Are there any archives generated?
No,
No.
sir.
Okay. Let me quickly recap this. Where is this putty session? Yeah. Let me quickly recap yesterday's concept. Okay. All right. So yeah, let me quickly recap the yesterday's session, the theory part, and we will generate the archives. Okay. Okay. So where are the live transactions are going on? The users live transactions are going to Redilog buffer cache. Yes.
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 RLBC Redilog buffer cache. Okay. Redilog buffer cache. From the Redilog buffer cache, the transactions are being written into
Redo 1a.log.
redo 1a.log, and once redo
Redo.
1a is completely full, it will start writing into
Redo
Redo
2a.log.
2a.log. Okay, redo 2a.log. Fine. So when it will write into redo 2a, only when it is completely full. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
So once it is completely full, it will start writing into redo 2a, which is called log switch. What is this called as?
Log switch.
Log
Yeah, log switch. When the log switch happens, whatever the data is there in redo 1a, where it will go?
Archive.
Okay.
Provided database should be in archive log mode. Now our database is in archive log mode.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, what is the concept that I told? Whenever log switch is happening, whenever log is switching, the data will be archived. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now it is writing
Yes,
into
sir.
redo 2a. Now redo 2a is completely full. Now the log is switching to redo 1a. What happens to redo 2a data?
It will be archived.
It will be archived again.
Archived. So whenever log switch is happening, archives are generated. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They will be automatically. It is a automated process or manual process.
Automated process.
Automated.
It is an automated process. But for now, whatever the theory that I have told you, to prove this, I will do manually log switch. Understand what I'm talking?
Yes, sir.
See, మీకు ఒక కాన్సెప్ట్ చెప్పాను కదా, ఏం చెప్పా? Whenever log switch, ఎప్పుడు log switch అయినా కానీ, whenever the log switch is happening, archives are generated. Yes. So log switch ఎప్పుడైతుంది? Only once the complete redo log file is completely full. Complete redo log file is full, then only log switch will happen కదా?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
So we have to wait ఇప్పుడు మీకు log switch చేసి చూపించాలంటే I mean the automatically if the log switch should happen, we have to wait till redo 1a is completely full. So instead of waiting, what is the concept? Whenever log switch is happening, the archive should be generated. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So let's do a manual log switch. Let's do a log switch and see whether the archives are getting generated or not. How to do a manual log switch? The command is alter system switch log file. What is the command?
Alter system switch
log file.
Switch log file. Enter. See, now what happened? It was writing into redo 1a. Suddenly I switched the redo log file manually. So it started writing into redo 2a. Now whatever the data is there in redo 1a, it will be archived. So let's see whether the archive is generated or not. See, one archive generated. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Everyone able to see the
Yes,
archive?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me do one more log switch. One more log switch. Now, one more archive will be generated. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me do one more log switch. Let me do one more log switch. Let me do one more log switch. I have did 3 switches now. 3 switches. So 3 archives will be generated. See.
Yes, sir.
Concept prove ainda? The concept is proved.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
whenever
sir.
log switch is happening, automatically archives are getting generated with a sequence number 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 like that. Okay. So archive log mode is very, very important. Now everyone agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Agreed.
whenever the log is completely full, it will switch and the data in this particular log file will be archived. Now in the database, if any data is lost, from where we can restore and recover the data?
From archive.
From archives. How to restore and recover the data from archives? Adi ippudu meeku avasaram ledu. Now it is not required for you people. There is a concept called backups, restores and recoveries. In that class, I will tell you how to restore. Wantedly, I will remove the data. Database will be in archive log mode, and I'll show you how to restore and recover the data from archive logs. నేను practical గా చేసి చూపిస్తాను. You people don't have to worry. But the concept is clear. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Archive log mode is very, very important because in case of the real time data loss aithe, real time means the latest 231 is the time now. So 231 and 231 ki data loss aina gani, if the database is in archive log mode, do we have to worry?
No, sir.
We don't have to.
No, we can restore it.
Yeah, we don't have to worry if the data is lost, even in the real time. So that's how archive logs will help a DBA life to make it simple. DBA life ni the archive log mode will make simple.
Hi Trishul, this is Bharti.
Yeah.
Yesterday I have asked you one question that do we have any limit in archive?
No.
or it is unlimited data we can store in archive, right?
This is what is the limit in archive? Very good question. Okay. What is the where these archives are getting stored? Can you tell me? Can you read this? Sorry, hold on. Where are the archives are getting stored? Please read. Bharti, can you please read this?
Prod, chase, admin, arc.
Okay. Means in which mount point the archives are being stored?
Slash prod.
Slash prod. You have given slash prod to store the archives. What is the available size of slash prod?
20 GB.
Sorry, please be louder.
20 GB.
20 GB is still available for slash prod. If this 20
Okay.
GB is full, your archives will not be generated. Simple.
Okay.
Got the answer?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Thank
this
you.
is a real-time question and real-time scenario. Thank you for asking. So
Yeah.
in that scenario, what is the solution? If the mount point is completely full and archives are not being stored or not being or they are not getting space to generate the archives, then what is the solution? Simple. What is the solution is, understand, everyone understand the question actually?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
In that scenario, the solution is show parameter log underscore arc, right? So in that scenario, the solution is to change the destination immediately. Change the destination from prod chase admin arc to make just check which mount point is having space. For example, this is having space. So just change the mount point. The archives will be continued in this mount point. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Same concept you have to apply again. Go back to the parameter file, change the archive destination, and then open the database. Khatam. Understand, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Practical practical part, understand, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Archives
Yes,
are
sir.
getting generated now. The archives are getting generated, which means we are in a safe zone. The database is in a safe zone. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Out of 44 people, only 2 people are able to understand. What about the remaining people? Sleeping?
Understood.
Huh?
Yes, Anna, we are understand.
Yes,
Okay, we'll
sir.
do one thing. We'll play a game. Okay, we'll play a game.
I have one doubt in that.
Wait. Let me complete my statement. Okay, then you will come. Did I complete my statement?
No.
All right. The game is who is responding. They'll be in the session. Who is not responding, I'll remove them from the session. So that what happens? This will be a good game. Again, they'll join. Okay. This time again, if they are not, again I'll remove. It will be a good game actually. Let's play this game. Okay. You keep joining. I keep
Okay,
removing you people.
Okay, Anna. Okay, Anna.
Okay, sir.
అంటే గేమ్ ఆడడానికి రెడీ ఉన్నారు కానీ ఆన్సర్ చేయడానికి రెడీ లేరు రా, సిగ్గులేదురా మీకు?
గేమ్ ఆడలే కాదన్న, ఒకరు మాట్లాడితే ఇంకో డిస్టర్బ్ అవుతుంది.
సర్లే, ఎనీవేస్, జోక్స్ అపార్ట్, yeah, this is the concept, guys. Chappu, now who asked me a question? Someone asking me a question.
I am Raj. So the question is, right now we are manually switching the log file from 1A to 2A. Okay.
Yeah.
So the log one means log file for 1A, there is a space in that. So is there possible that we are opening again and we are filling the data in that, or once it archived we are unable to touch that file?
నాకు అర్థం కాలేదు రాజ్ క్వశ్చన్.
ఇప్పుడు మనం మాన్యువల్ గా 1A నుంచి 2A కి ఫైల్ మూవ్ చేస్తున్నాం ఆర్కైవ్ గురించి.
ఓకే
ఓకే. సో 1A లో ఆల్రెడీ స్పేస్ ఉంది.
ఓకే.
ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ స్టోర్ చేయనీకే.
ఓకే.
సో ఆర్కైవ్ ఇప్పుడు అంటే మన దగ్గర స్పేస్ ఉన్నది, అది ఇంకా యూజబుల్ లేదు. సో మనం ఆ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్, ఇప్పుడు కొన్ని ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, సో అది 1A లో మళ్ళా మనం సేవ్ చేయగలుగుతామా, లేకపోతే ఆర్కైవ్డ్ అయినది అంతే ఇక వన్స్ వి మాన్యువల్లీ మూవ్, సో ఇట్ విల్ బి ఎండ్ అప్ దేర్ ఓన్లీ.
ఓకే. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్ లైక్ హాఫ్ ఆఫ్ ద రీడ్ లాగ్ ఫైల్ ఇస్ ఫుల్ కదా?
yes
ఇంకా హాఫ్ స్పేస్ ఉంది, హాఫ్ మాత్రమే ఫుల్ అయింది.
అవును.
ఐ డిడ్ ఎ మాన్యువల్ స్విచ్ చేసా. ఇప్పుడు
yes
వాట్ ఎవర్ ద డేటా ఇస్ దేర్, ఇట్ విల్ బి ఆర్కైవ్డ్ కదా?
అవును, కానీ రిమైనింగ్ స్పేస్ ఉంది, అది అన్యూజబుల్ కదా, అంటే మనం యూజ్ చేయలేదు.
యూజ్ చేస్తావా చేయవా ఇదేం పర్మనెంట్ స్పేస్ కాదు కదా, టెంపరీ స్పేసే కదా.
Okay.
ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ I'll tell you. ఫస్ట్ స్విచ్ చేసిన కదా, I have did a manual switch for the first time.
Yes.
What is the size of archive that is generated? First archive. What is the size?
498K.
498K. In your case, the complete readlog file is full. So a 498K మొత్తం archive అయిపోయింది. సెకండ్ స్విచ్ అయిన తర్వాత ఇట్ స్టార్టెడ్ రైటింగ్ ఇంటూ రీడ్ 2A. ఇక్కడ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేసింది రాయడం, అర్థమైందా?
Yes.
ఇక్కడ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు నేను ఏం చేసిన, ఇక్కడ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అయినప్పుడే నేను ఇమ్మీడియట్ గా స్విచ్ చేసేసిన కదా.
Yes.
సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద సైజ్ ఆఫ్ ఆర్కైవ్?
2.0K.
డిఫరెన్స్ ఉందా ఇప్పుడు?
అవును. Okay.
That is the answer.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is about practical, how to enable. Now I'll show you how to disable the archive log. Okay. How to disable? Simple, same commands. Shut down immediate. First shut down the database. And then startup mount. Startup mount. Alter database, no archive log. Alter database, no archive log. And open the database. Now check archive log list. It says no archive log. Disable. This is how you disable archive log. Same commands to enable. Enable, same commands. Shut down. After shutdown, after shutdown, startup mount. Alter database archive log.
No archive log.
Alter database open. Nante. Now you check archive log list, it will be in archive log mode. This is how. Simple 4 steps and matter. How to enable the archive log mode? Simple. Shutdown. Startup mount. Alter database. Archive log. Alter database open. If you want to disable, simple. Shutdown. Startup mount. Alter database, no archive log. Alter database open. Ante. But database can be kept, or a database can be enabled or disabled the archive log mode only in mount state. Mount lone cheyagaltam. We cannot do it in the open state. Only database mount, when we mount the database only, we can enable or disable the archive log. That is the point. Understand everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's it for the day. That's it for the day, and we'll talk about tomorrow's agenda. We'll see what is tomorrow's agenda. After archive log mode, what is the class that we have to? P file, SP file, static and dynamic parameters. It will be a very good class, very good session. Okay, it will be very interesting to see a lot of parameters. P file, SP file, what is P file, what is SP file? I think you people heard about the interviews. In interviews also they were asking about what is the difference between a P file and SP file. I think you people heard.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So like, yeah, tomorrow we'll deal with the P file, SP file, static and dynamic parameters. All right, everyone clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's 2:41. I have 5 minutes of time, or 4 minutes. You people can start asking me Q&A, question and answer session. Please shoot out your questions. I'll be happy to answer if you people have any questions. Other than that, I have nothing to share today. Thank you so much for joining, and please start asking your questions. Your time starts now.